before you actually launch your store, you probably want to buy your own web address, your own domain to launch the store on. Now, as it stands at the moment, the URL of your website will be whatever kind of name you entered when you created your account, .myshopify.com. So eliteecommercemarketing.myshopify.com. That is the domain that my website is currently sitting on. Now, I can launch my website with that domain if I want to. Nothing wrong with that, apart from the fact that it's not really very memorable. It's not very easy for anybody to enter in, and it kind of just doesn't look that professional. So you will want to have your own URL on your store. And in order to set that up, again, you need to go to Online Store, and then you'll see domains at the bottom here. Now, if you haven't got a domain already, you can actually just click here and buy a new domain and then find one that's suitable. Or you can connect to an existing domain. Okay, so now this is not, I don't need to connect this to a domain at the moment, because I don't intend to kind of launch this fully. But let's just imagine what domains I have got. So let's just imagine I want to do that. And then what it will do, it will ask you to make some changes to your what's called the domain name service, the DNS records, at wherever you have registered your domain. Now, this will give you, by clicking on the view instructions, it'll give you, it gives you all the instructions that you need to get that set up. Okay, there's lots of information here, and for all the different varying places where you might have registered your domain, there's plenty of information. So you just need to walk through this, follow the step-by-step instructions, and then that will allow you to set it up. And then obviously once that's done, you can verify to make sure that it's all working. And then when you view your actual online store, it will be on this domain instead of this really long eliteecommercemarketing.myshopify.com domain. So you probably want to kind of, you don't need to do that before you launch, but I wouldn't leave it too late just in case you have any problems setting it up. You can always contact your domain registrar for help. They can usually help with this kind of thing. But if you don't have a domain and you actually buy one through here, then that's probably the easier option in the short term. So that's to get your web URL set up and your own domain linked to your Shopify store.